next session should be starting
third session.
Right.
Here we are. There is that man. There is that man, headband and all. He's got such a likeable face, doesn't he, for Australians? Take that as you will.
He's concerned about a little bit of rain potentially coming in, but it stayed away so far from the pitch, from the ground. It's out the back there. But where did we get to today? So let's cover the first two sessions.
Yep.
As Broad's going to bowl to Green. Green's currently on 57 with Kerry on 1. Where'd we start? So we started with
3 for 20.
Yeah, Warner not getting much, getting a duck, facing about 20 balls.
Let's go back even before that. Green deck, the greenest that any of us can remember in our home country.
Yeah.
England win the toss, decide to bowl.
Beautiful decision.
And a few people are still critical of it. You're going, I don't know about that, like having a look at that thing.
Yeah.
And the first hour,
with no one running on it, like it was just it just moved, it bounced up and down,
uneven bounce. I was saying to you boys, like this looks unplayable. This looks like this could be 20 wickets in a day kind of shit.
And Robinson looking like a good in for Jimmy Anderson being out, getting the early wickets there, getting Warner for a duck.
What do you think Anderson his body just must have been crook. There's no way that he would have been getting dropped for this.
Yeah. Well, they had to bowl a fuck ton in the last game, so it doesn't surprise me at all that they give him a break, give him a rest. And of course, potentially the last time we'll see him in Australia. Potentially there's not many more tests for Jimmy Anderson to go. You need to get Ollie Robinson going in this side too. So,
and Robinson on this kind of deck, he looks dangerous, doesn't he? He doesn't bowl express. We didn't see Mark Wood have that much success with his extra pace, but if you can just bowl 130 to 135 clicks and get it to seam a bit, Robinson looked very, very dangerous.
Yeah, well, England looked really dangerous early with their line and length, like it was excellent, and with that little bit of movement, it was really good, but. Since then, I think they've been a little bit wayward. Like they're just putting. I don't know whether they've lost their way a bit with Head getting his 100 and Green sticking in there.
Well, but even before then, we saw like the counter punch.
Marnus and Head.
Marnus and Head. When you
a run a ball essentially.
They're striking it at 100, and when you're under the pump, I suppose your natural inkling is to go,
try some shit.
Well, mine would be to try and survive out here. You've seen Dave Warner, one of the most aggressive openers in Test match history, go for a 22-ball quacker. I'd be thinking, fuck, I'm just going to try and survive. And we saw Marnus and Travis Head take it back to the bowling attack and really try to get on that front foot and counter punch, and it seemed to work.
So before that was when did get out for 6, and then Steve Smith came in and then got out for a duck, only facing 2 balls.
Peach from Robinson there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just short of a length, seemed away. That's how you get, in my opinion, the best batsman since Bradman.
But then, as you said, Marnus and Head dug in, but then Marnus, for whatever reason, played all around it, did a bit of ballet.
Bit of stick cricket. You ever play that game? Stick cricket. They get bowled and they fall over. This is the number 1 Test batsman in the world, and it looked like there was a plan from Broad or from England. Like they know him and Smudge are the same. They
like to move around, exaggerate.
They like to finish each other's sandwiches. They like to walk across and expose that leg stump. And it would seem like a plan. And Marnus literally fell over and got skittled.
Obviously, like I said, plan, draw him out, bring him over, then one straight back at middle stumps, and he wasn't expecting it, fell over and hit it right, 3/4 of the way up middle stump, and that was his day done.
Which is a shame because he was looking very, very good. Very good.
Yeah, I'd be worried for England if they had him and Head had stayed in, how far they would have potentially gone score-wise.
Well, Head did stay in. He scored a ton.
He did get a ton, yes. But I mean, as in double up a ton. So Cam Green's still in there. Head just got out a minute before, spoon feeding it to Robinson there.
Yeah, mid-on there after a brilliant striking at 90, 100 there from Travis Head. That's 2 tons from his 4 tests in this series. Punch your ticket. You'll be playing a fair bit of Test cricket in 2022. Travis Head, well done.
Yeah, Cam Green, as we say, pitching in there, scoring some runs.
Yeah, 58 not.
What about our Alex Carey? He's had a bit of a quiet series.
Yeah, he has.
Replacing the much maligned Tim Payne
Yes.
before the series started.
And it's always been, in the back of your head, Alex Carey would succeed Tim Payne in being a long-term Australian wicketkeeper. He's sort of been anointed, many years ago to take up that role. He struggled for runs. He spilt a few catches that you'd expect him to gobble up. Look, a good opportunity for him, even just to get 40 or 50 on the board here would be massive for Alex Carey. Do I think he's in any danger moving forward? No, I don't think so. We do have some talent there. We speak highly of Josh Philippe. We speak highly of Josh Inglis. There will be some blokes nipping at his heels, but I think he needs to get his time and get given the respect that he deserves. We saw him. The selectors show a lot of faith in Marcus Harris over 14 Test matches did he play? I think Alex Carey's got to be shown the same kind of respect no. To answer your question, no, I don't think he's in any danger just yet. He's
got potential here now to put on some decent runs. As we're saying, the pitch was unplayable to start with. It looks like with all the running on it, it has kind of flattened out a bit, not moving as much. And then England kind of lost their way a little bit with their design plans and length. So potentially he can score some runs here. And I think the Aussies aiming for 300 would be a good score after where they're at now.
Well, 300 on this deck, geez, I tell you what, I'm pretty sure England's highest score in this whole series is 297.
Yep.
So 300 on this green top here down in Hobart. What about the ground staff down there in the Apple Isle, Tasmania?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make a pitch which most suits our most hated enemies in cricket, that most emulates their conditions back home. What was going through their heads down there? A green top in an overcast and cool-ish Hobart. We were saying it. We said it from the day that it was announced. This test will suit their conditions the most.
Yeah. I mean, it's England.
This is England. This is England. This is what it's like.
Yeah, well,
there's warm beer and redheads everywhere. It's
and wrong teeth.
Two heads.
I think we were talking before, they do get a lot of rain down there, so that maybe impacted it. And
La Nina.
I said, they could have always gone out there with the bloody Raid, the weed killer, and just sprayed it on it. That would have killed it off real quick.
Shout out to Murrumbidgee Country Club. That's the way your greenskeepers treat your greens. Might be out of the golf chat there.
But you would have thought they had plenty of time to do prep on this. You would have thought with them finally getting a test match, and especially an Ashes test match, they would have done everything they could to have made this, something a crumbly, dry deck, something that favours the Australian condition. Well, the Australian team.
Roads.
Yeah, roads. Bouncy roads.
Give me roads. No, it made a great spectacle. I was watching that first hour just going, holy fuck.
We're in trouble. We're in
trouble. It's going to be 3-1. Oh, my God. It's going to be 3-1. But no, it's interesting. I've never seen a pitch have so many landmines for an hour and then flatten up as much as it did. But no, look, it's good. It's a good spectacle. It's good to see something a little bit different on our own soil. And what we've got now, Australia in a pretty commanding position after
much better
being
position.
3 for 20.
Yeah.